Business Limited invites all of you bankers to the 5th annual Bankers Awards Gala dinner here at the Grand Regency Hotel. Sorry, at the Lyco Regency Management Polisana. And for those of you who did not observe African time, give yourselves a round of applause, please, my people. And for those of you who still left your cars parked from Harambee Avenue all the way to Serena, at even I know our host has left Niwapi, Luthuli. Don't worry, security has been sorted, and hopefully, aside from the tires, the cars will still be there when we depart from this venue this evening. Now, just to get your minds working on this Friday night, I want to be so busy. He is the man in charge of tonight's festivities. He is the main sponsor tonight. He's the man who has always told us to think business. The Chief Executive Officer of Mabibi Namabwana, and our main sponsor of the 5th Annual Banking Awards Gala Dinner. Let's put our hands together, stomp your feet, clap your hands, make some noise for Jaduongo Ochiengolo.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I normally don't stay behind stage, but today I was told I can't be in front all the time. I hope that in my absence they took good care of you and they're enjoying tonight's party. I think the main goal of us having the award is really to celebrate the achievements that you in the banking sector have made over the year. Today we are launching what is called the Banking Survey Online. And if you have, I know many of you have some of those nice gadgets that you can actually, even as I speak, start browsing. www.bankingsurvey.co.ke. And I can't say much about it for now. I want you to try it and probably send your feedback and help us to improve it. But I will just introduce Mr. Giorgio Remo. Giorgio Remo is going to take you through the steps that you need to go through as you browse the net.
My name is Giorgio Remo, as you've heard. I'm a software developer. And I must say it's a really unique idea which has stand time. It's very difficult to get an initiative like this that has gone through all the times that the economy has walked through. And there's just one thing that I thought could just add a milestone to what the good events that have followed over the years. And this is nothing other than what we all know the communication is going towards, and that is having data available on the internet. So ladies and gentlemen, what we have right now is online access to the archive data that have been there for the last 13 years of the banking survey lifetime. Now, if you go to any of those categories, you should have an option which, if you just select and submit your button, you should be able to access that data at any time and be able to get a very informative information. So without much ado, I would like to just invite you to bankingsurvey.co.ke and have a look at what we are doing out there.
And he claims to be a nervous speaker. Give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, take a bow, Baba. Asante sana. Yes, indeed.
Thank you very much. Good evening. Good evening. I can't hear you. Good evening. Yes. Thank you very much. On behalf of my fellow judges, we welcome you to this fifth gala of the Banking Awards. I have a couple of words to say here. A few years ago, when we started doing this, the parameters that we used to gauge you were very few and narrow. But I can see ourselves continually expanding that gap, that range of parameters. Let me say something small about the criteria that we're using. One, very obviously, we start with financial criteria, which makes it extremely important that all banks give accurate and correct data. We don't want to be judged unfairly. And here the central bank has been very helpful in giving us the information that you give them. Okay? And we have 8 criteria here based on your financial soundness. We have your cost of efficiency, cost of funds that you collect. We have other indicators like the ratio of your bad loans to your total assets to other non-performing loans, a host of all those 8 indicators. Then with the help of consumer insight, we did customer survey, visiting your bank and seeing how you handle certain very basic operations that ordinary mwananchi would come to. Also, the higher scale, how do you receive some of these clients with very vexing questions or annoying questions, or what you think are routine matters? And we have our judges just observing how that process goes. Now, then we turned on to your customers, most of them. After their surveys at various times of the year, you want to ask them if they're happy with the way they were received, they're happy with the kind of information that you gave them, they're happy with the kind of communication you give them. People need a lot of updates and so on. So these very little things matter to your clients, who are your customers as well. It's on those parameters that we've come up with these awards here. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Professor. Give a round of applause, Prof. Wondering where I'm at, huh? Very quickly, let's get to the bread and butter of this evening. This is the business end of things. It is the Banking Awards 2010, brought to you by Think Business Limited. And we'd once again like to thank all our sponsors: Consumer Insight, UUNet, Charlie's Angels, Maple, EFT, which is obviously part of PesaPoint, PayNet, FitTech, and the people of G4S. So I'd also like to thank the people of the Central Bank of Kenya and all of you all for being here tonight. Let's give the nominees once again a very big round of applause. I'd like to invite up on stage to assist me go through these proceedings. Here's the man behind Think Business Limited. Olo, please join me on stage. Here you are, sir. And I think we shall start with the fastest growing bank award. In this particular category, we did have if I'm not mistaken, 2 nominees. It was Yeah, special award for product innovation. Imperial Bank for UNICEF ATM donations, and I&M Bank for e-commerce merchant acquiring. And there, the winner is for special award for product innovation, Banking Awards 2010, Imperial Bank.
My dream is to fly.
I think Tony Bogo, please, you will accept it on behalf of Imperial Bank. Tony's from FinTech. Would you want to make an emotional speech and say something? No? Yeah, no, for Imperial Bank. Yeah, say something for him.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. On behalf of Imperial Bank, that was a joke. I think the Kenyan banking industry has made tremendous progress in terms of innovations around the delivery channels. Previously, the focus for the banks was to centralize the branches. They introduced ATMs. They brought non-conventional transactions around the ATMs. This is like bill payments, deposits, but the customers are still demanding for more. And it's good to see that the banks have taken the challenge and come up with innovative ways to be able to satisfy their customers and meet their on-demand banking requirements. So I'd like to congratulate Imperial Bank and urge all the banks to embrace technology and provide your customers with real-time, on-demand, 24/7 banking services. Thank you very much.
My God, and how's that for a standing? Give Tony a round of applause. Fantastic. And so you take the award, my brother. No. Usipeleke nyumbani. Just take it off the stage. Yeah, thank you. All right. Moving on swiftly. Thank you very much. A round of applause to Imperial back there. Thank you. Moving along swiftly, we've got the fastest growing bank award. And in that particular category, we had 4 nominees. And the fastest growing bank, 2010, sponsored, by the way, by G4S. If we could get somebody from G4S to please come up on stage. The fastest growing bank at the Banking Awards 2010. Ladies and gentlemen, Chase Bank. We have on stage Jack Mushida from G4S. To present that particular award to Chase Bank.
I am the master.
And from Chase Bank we've got the CEO himself, Duncan Kogwil. Give him a round of applause, please, ladies and gentlemen. All right, now Duncan, you can take this opportunity to say a word or two.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, Jesus. Good job, well done. Thank you.
Can we get Equity Bank to please come up on stage as well, please? Equity Bank, the first runner-up. Give Equity Bank a round of applause, please, ladies and gentlemen. They are the first runner-up. And then the second runner-up award in the fastest growing bank. All right, they also deserve some recognition. Prime Bank, Babibi number 1. Prime Bank. Prime Bank, now strike a pose for the cameras. Smile. Yes. There you go. The second runner-up in the most efficient bank, Citibank. The first runner-up in the most efficient bank category, courtesy of Paynet, Bank of Baroda. You look like the CEO. Indeed. I can tell by the tie. Round of applause for Bank of Baroda there, please, Mr. Jerry. And the winner of the Banking Award 2010, sponsored by Paynet, is the Bank of India.
Very, very thanks. And thank you, Think Tank, for this hour.
If we give Bank of India a round of applause for this. And the second runner-up for the Best Bank in Asset Finance at the Banking Awards 2010 is the Kenya Commercial Bank, KCB. Now, I noticed that when most of the winners receive their awards, they tend to point them to the sky. Why is that? Camera ni hapa.